go to Group C. This one looks fairly simple on paper, and you know what happens when you say that. It'll just
I don't know.
complete.
I don't think
Statsguy might have something differently. Okay, because this is the betting market. Spain, who are the second favourites to win the whole goddamn tournament, are $1.16 to win the group. They are $1.006 to qualify. They are $29 to miss the qualification. Japan are next at $5 to win the group, $1.12 to qualify. Then you're out to Zamibia, who are 100 to 1 to win the group. No betting on group qualification whatsoever.
No.
That's right, it is right now. Costa Rica are 500 to 1 to win the group, $21 to qualify, and $1.01 to not miss out. And they are right down the bottom here on the betting. Costa Rica are 400 to 1 to win the tournament. And if I can find Zamibia, I think they're also
Zambia,
there. Zambia, not Zamibia. That's my apologies. Zambia,
Okay.
they are also 400 to 1. This looks like Spain will just run through here and qualify.
I don't know.
They should get through to the round of 16 at the very least, which is what they got to at the last World Cup. This is only their third World Cup ever. In qualifying stats, guy, they scored 53
I saw
goals.
that. Yeah.
And they do have a former Ballon d'Or winner, and Alexia Putellas.
Yes. All right. So I'll start with Spain. They're obviously sixth in the world. They have dominated the
They
qualifying.
are the second favourites at $5.50.
But I don't think they should be the second favourites. Not even really confident they're going to win this group, just because there's more controversy, of course. Every team, for some reason, has controversy.
Yes.
The last couple of years, they haven't played. This is going to be the first time they've played a full-strength team in a couple of years, with players pulling out due to pay disputes. This time last year, they had 15 players pull out of their Spanish squad due to pay disputes, and they actually haven't had a full squad until like the last couple of weeks. So there's going to be a lot of new players.
The coach still got the job. They didn't sack the coach.
They didn't sack the coach. But
George Vilda.
I'm a bit worried about their chemistry, and just they have hardly played together, a lot of these players, from what I've read, just because of people pulling out.
I feel like this is a sandwich bet, stats guy. I think they'll top the group easily.
Ooh. Anyway, I'll talk about Japan. I don't mind Japan, but that's just my value bet. I'm not 100% on them, but yeah, I'm going to have a look. Yeah, first of all, you mentioned Alexia Putellas. She's won back-to-back Ballon d'Ors, which is the only person to do that in women's history. She's been absolutely awesome. She's going to control their midfield. And then she's going to be a great passer to Alba Redondo, who was Spain's top scorer last year. So she's playing as well. I think she had some injury problems, but she's back in. They're obviously going to be a very good side. I think they'll absolutely dominate Zambia and Costa Rica. Especially Costa Rica, who, probably one of the worst teams in this whole World Cup, just definitely not experienced enough. And then, they've got an extremely strong midfield. Now, they're going to absolutely cruise through. But I'm thinking they're going to come second, and I'll mention that in just a moment. So because of that, I'm going to look at Japan. Japan are a side that just live for World Cups. They're actually one of the 4 teams ever to win it. They won in 2011. They made the final in 2015. They've only got like 1 or 2 players from those teams that are the older ones, but they're actually a very strong side. They've got a new wave of young players and an elite passing midfield. Among that midfield is Manchester City's Yui Hasegawa, who was named in the WSL's team of the season. And I think, they're going to absolutely dominate in this group. They love to control possession. I was looking at some of their matches. They were up to like 70, 80% in their matches, just pass, trying to like that, sort of tiki-taka, as I like to mention, all the way through to the goals. So, and they also, although this is a tough group, Japan have beaten Canada, Portugal, and Australia recently. So I wouldn't be a shock to me if they were to top this group, just because of that inexperience and lack of chemistry that Spain has had in all the troubles over the last year or so. So I'm just going to, as a value bet, Japan to top Group C. I'm not saying it is my best bet, but just as a bit of value, $5 for Japan to top Group C. I think Spain are definitely going to make it through, and they could still have a really good run in the tournament after the group stage, but it's not the easiest group. So I don't mind Japan to jump up and possibly, get that top spot at $5. I thought that was just a really good bet. Then we'll have
Producer Gerald, please note that timestamp down, because I think that is our TikTok for the day of Stats Guy tipping Japan to top the group.
Okay, I don't mind that. Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully, then
we need to have big calls, mate. We are a punting show. If we tip favourites, why would we need a job?
Exactly right. So then we'll have a look at Zambia. This is the best they've had in a long time. They finished 3rd in the African Cup of Nations, which was an amazing effort, and they got some shock wins that sort of put them on the map at the Tokyo Olympics. Their defense is extremely worrying. They've conceded 4 goals a lot. I think every second game they're conceding 4 goals.
But with all due respect to them, that they're not up to this level.
No, they're not.
But they're building. But this is one of the teams, like you see, a lot of nations qualify through their obviously their region, but they just aren't up to that top level, which
Yeah.
is what a Spain and Japan are. Great experience from, because the thing is you get the exposure and the experience.
Yeah.
But just at this time, if you do win, it's going to be a huge shock.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about they went up from 24 teams, obviously, to the 32 this year in the World Cup, which makes it tougher. That too, and then in the next World Cup, it's going to be even more competitive. So it's great for the game. But yeah, they're going to concede a lot of goals. They've conceded so many goals. But they've got a really good attack in Rachel Kunundanji. Kunundanji scored 25 goals last season for Madrid CFF in the Spanish league. She even scored goals against Barcelona and Real Madrid, two of the best teams in the world. So it could be a lot of games where it could be like 4-3 or 4-2, I think, which is a lot of their games in the build-up. So if there's a team to watch, those Zambia games, it's going to be all out attack. But yeah, they're not going to get past the experience of Spain and Japan. And then finishing off with Costa Rica, that's the exact same. The experience. They've actually got a pretty solid player in Priscilla Chinchilla, plays for Glasgow City. She's got 20 goals already for her country at just 21 years of age. She's really strong, but yeah, their defense and midfield especially in World Cups is so vital. Just players that can work both ways, as I mentioned before. They don't have the experience and things like that. They did make the World Cup in 2015, but they're yet to win a game at a World Cup. So I unfortunately think they're not going to win another game at this World Cup, but yeah, possibly have to build for more experience for the next one.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.